Welcome to Eye of Wisdom. Mars is positioned on the fifth angle. Mars is responsible for three things in your life. Whenever you hear from me or any of my colleagues or read somewhere that Jupiter's in a good form, that means it's not just Jupiter's in a good form. It actually means your career's in good form. Greetings, Pisces, a professional astrologer, here to serve you with this week's astrological research. By astrological research, I mean understanding what kind of direction the blessings that descend from the Almighty's heavens, in the form of time and time-related behavior, will take for you. That is what this research is about. We look at the sun's current movement and consider whether its angle is friendly or unfriendly. Then we look at Mercury's current angle. Is it friendly or unfriendly? If it's friendly, what will it do for you? If it's unfriendly, then what will it cause? These are the topics of this astrology discussion. Every time I try to present to you a detailed report for the coming 7 days, and this time as well, my goal is to describe, in 5 to 6 minutes, the events that you may face over these 7 days. Let's begin. Mars is currently on the fifth angle, and Mars is responsible for three things in your life. When it's friendly, then in whichever angle it's friendly, that angle will boost your efforts, your grounded efforts, your hard work and perseverance, turning them into rewards and respect. When do these rewards materialize? When you push yourself through your muscular ability, your work stamina, and incorporate that into your source of income. That way, you can gain success and material advantages. Another type of benefit occurs when you use this muscular ability and your work stamina in sports. Through that, you gain respect, material advantages, and fame. Both these benefits are active. That's one category of benefit from Mars. The second category of Mars's influence is that it controls your ninth angle. The ninth angle offers three advantages. When Mars is positive, your paths for traveling open up. So, Pisces, if you have any purpose, visiting your family, traveling abroad for business, going long distance, this is relevant. Of course, short journeys you can make anytime, but if you're thinking of immigration-level travel where you'd stay months or years in another country for education, for a relationship, for an investment, or for expanding your business, Mars's positivity helps with that as well. So you become a strong candidate for traveling, either with family or individually. The fourth advantage, somewhat referred to as the fifth in passing, is that Saturn is currently positioned on your fifth angle, which means you're a candidate for speedy successes in every sector. There's no limitation here. You can succeed quickly in controlling your habits. You can rapidly achieve financial freedom. You can fulfill family responsibilities with high speed, and you can even handle multitasking without any break. No delays. You'll achieve success quickly. The next news is about the sun, which is on the second angle. This is positive. The second angle represents material advantages, job switching, job increments, new job achievements, jobs in the forces, government jobs, or contracts related to the government. Also, if you're in a dreamy state thinking, if I could get this contract, this investment, or this link, I'd be hugely successful, then the sun's benefits this month can help with that. It started on March 20th and will continue until around April 20th. This video pertains to the second week of that phase, meaning from March 24th to March 31st. So make quick decisions, use fast conditions, and do your best. There will also be some Eid holidays in between, and then there will be a solar eclipse, which I almost forgot to mention. On March 29th, there's a solar eclipse. It won't be visible in Pakistan, but it will be visible in Western countries such as Canada and the USA, and in European countries like Germany, Spain, Italy, France, and Holland, also in the UK. Those living in regions where it's visible, from an Islamic point of view, should offer the specific prayer for solar eclipse. Be cautious when dealing with legal matters, avoid shortcuts, avoid extramarital affairs, and refrain from giving guarantees on behalf of others, especially if you're not directly involved in their work, because that can cause you harm. Next, regarding Venus being retrograde on the second angle, and Mercury also being retrograde on the second angle, those issues will get balanced out because of the sun's presence. Any potential damage from those retrograde positions will be neutralized, so there's no further harm from that. Now about Jupiter being on your fourth angle. This is a big one, Pisces. Remember, whenever you hear from me or any of my colleagues or read anywhere that Jupiter is in a good form, it means your career is in a good form through your knowledge and planning. It doesn't rely on external opportunities. Pisces, when Jupiter is good, your presence of mind reaches an extreme level. And when that happens, you don't just wait for opportunities to come, you create opportunities yourself. You can set new trends, come up with new ideas, and give new life to your old experiences, making them powerful. So this is the time to change your career or change your source of income to something bigger with fast and attractive profits. Saturn is on your first angle. This is the only bad news. It will remain there for about 2.5 years, creating Sad Sati. After that, it will spend another 2.5 years on your second angle. You have to be careful as long as Saturn is negative. Some things happen that can paralyze you, like in winter when one might not feel like working because of the cold. But that doesn't mean we sit idle for 6 months without any work. Time behaves like this. We bundle up in sweaters, drink soup, find shelter, and continue working. Similarly, if Sade Sati, the 7.5-year Saturn phase, has arrived in your life, it doesn't mean you give up everything. Otherwise, you'd fall behind. So you should handle it with remedies. There are research-based remedies, experience-based remedies. For over 25 years, I've been suggesting that wearing a high-quality 10-carat blue sapphire, along with reciting the sun's prayers, can repair the conditions of Sade Sati. Just be sure to get a natural blue sapphire. If you know how to identify stones properly and you're an expert, then you can buy it yourself. If not, we have hired professionals for stone identification. Check the link in the description below. There's also a 30% discount, which is in its last week. Next week, the discount will end, so anyone who needs to buy a stone can do so this week. Also, consider reciting the sun's prayers, shams, on the sacred nights. You will succeed, God willing. Remember these points. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your subscription encourages me to continue. More astrological changes will come next week, and I will provide details at that time. Until then, that's all for now from Eye of Wisdom. Thank you for watching.